Hello guys, I'm John Carlos Espinosa and welcome po muli sa aking vlog. And sa video po na ito, pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa promises of God in Deuteronomy 28. Dumating na rin po ba kayo sa point ng buhay niyo kung saan kino-consider niyo as the lowest point of your life? Hindi po, napaka-imposible na makakawala ka pa. Napaka-imposible na makapag-break through ka pa. Siguro, lahat naman sa atin merong ganun moment in life. And even ako, dumating din ako sa point ng buhay ko where I consider it as the lowest point of my life. Yung tipo, sobrang buwan ka sa utang, yung tipo, hindi ka nakapagtapos, nag-asawa ka ng maaga, and sobrang dami pang trials, pagsubok na pinagdaanan. But suddenly, God changed my life. And binago niya to ng sobrang bilis, sobrang smooth, and sobrang ganda na I actually don't expect na mararanasan ko siya in my young age, in my early age. But the question is, what changed me? Ano yung nagbago sa buhay ko? And the answer is knowing these promises of God. And kung gusto mo ring malaman yon, then watch this video. Okay, so ang promises of God na i-share ko sa inyo in this video is written in Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 to 13. So, tara, basahin. So, basahin natin yung verse 1 and 2. Sabi dito sa verse 1 and 2, if you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all His commands I give you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations on earth. All these blessings will come upon you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. So, dito pa lang sa verse 1 and 2, lahat na tayo may problema. Bakit? Ang tanong, na-obey ba natin? Nasusunod ba natin yung all, yung lahat ng commandment ni God? And of course, the answer is no, hindi. And ang masaklap pa dito, ang instruction is all. Ibig sabihin, kung nasusunod mo man yung 9 sa commandments niya, meron ka lang hindi nasunod na isa. Hindi ka na-qualify dun sa lahat ng promises, dun sa lahat ng blessings na nakasaad sa Deuteronomy 28. Saklap, no? But the good news is, may good news pala. Ang good news is, when Jesus Christ died on the cross 2,000 years ago, yung obedience niya, di ba siya lang yung nakapag-fulfill ng lahat ng commandments? Yung obedience niya na yon napunta sa atin. Kaya nga, yung disobedience natin, yung punishment na para sa atin dahil sa disobedience natin, is napunta sa Kanya. Anong point? Anong ibig sabihin? Ibig sabihin, because of what Jesus Christ did 2,000 years ago, naging tayo ngayong qualified for these promises of God in Deuteronomy 28. And that's the good news for me and for you. So, sige, basahin natin kung ano yung mga promises na yun na nakalagay dito sa Deuteronomy 28. Sabi dito sa verse 3, you will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. So parang sinasabi na everywhere you go, you are blessed. Sa verse 4, the fruit of your womb will be blessed. So para dun sa mga babae na nagdadalang tao, your womb will be blessed. And ito pa, and the crops of your land, and the young of your livestock, and the calves of your herds, and the lambs of your flocks. Ang ibig sabihin nito, nung araw kasi, yung source of income, source of yaman ng mga tao is their lands, their mga hayops, di ba? And so, ibig sabihin, ang implication nito in our time is yung source of income natin, it will be blessed, i-bless ni God kung ano man yung pinagkukunan ng income natin, pinagkukunan ng yaman natin, di ba? Sabi pa dito sa verse 5, your basket and your kneading trough will be blessed. So, yung mga sisidlan natin, lalagyan natin, will be blessed. Kung meron ka mga bank accounts, that will be blessed, di ba? And sabi sa verse 6, you will be blessed when you come in and blessed when you go out. So, kapag meron kang mga
sinalihan na organization, sinalihan na partnership, sinalihan na joint venture, when you come in, kapag ikaw ay sumali doon, magiging blessed yon. Magiging blessed yon because nandun ka. Ikaw yung nagdadala ng blessing. And even when you go out, hindi yun yung source mo. Magiging blessed ka pa rin. Yun yung promise ni God. And sa verse 7, the Lord will grant that the enemies who rise up against you will be defeated before you. They will come at you from one direction but flee from you in 7. So, ibig sabihin, God is your vindicator. Kapag merong kumalaban sa'yo, di ba? Sabi doon, pupunta sila sa'yo sa isang direksyon. Pero nung magsialisan sila, 7 direction. Ganon katindi ka poprotektahan ni God. Ganon katindi ka ipaglalaban ng God. And that's His promise to you and to me. And sa verse 8, the Lord will send a blessing on your barns and on everything you put your hand to. The Lord your God will bless you in the land He is giving you. Ito, napaka memorable sa akin nung verse na to, na yung lahat ng hahawakan ng kamay natin ay magiging blessing. So, ang point dito is, kahit alin kasi yung piliin natin na hawakan, ang ibig sabihin nito, yung career natin or yung gagawin natin, kahit ano yung piliin natin, magiging blessed tayo dyan. So, maging wise na tayo kung alin yung pipiliin natin. Diba? So, dito, binanggit ulit yung land sa verse 8. Diba? The Lord your God will bless you in the land He is giving you. So, yung land kasi, nung araw, nagsisimbolize siya doon sa, yun nga, source of yaman. Kapag mas marami kang lupain nung araw, mas mayaman ka. So, ibig sabihin, bibigyan ka ng kayamanan ng Diyos. Ibibless ka niya. Diba? So, yung source of income mo, source of yaman mo, ibibless yun ni God. And sa verse 9, the Lord will establish you as His holy people, as He promised you on oath, if you keep the commands of the Lord your God and walk in His ways. So, para na rin ditong sinabi na, diba nagkaroon na nga tayo ng exchange when Jesus died on the cross. So, yung obedience ni Christ napunta sa atin, yung disobedience natin, yung punishment na para sa atin napunta kay Christ. Kaya nga siya crucified, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, para na rin sinabi mo rito na since Christ keep the commands of the Lord your God and walk in His ways, di ba? Kaya qualified tayo dun sa mga blessing na binanggit dun sa itaas. And sa verse 10, then all the peoples on earth will see that you are called by the name of the Lord, and they will fear you. And sa 11, the Lord will grant you abundant prosperity. And that's a promise. So, ibig sabihin, kung naghihirap tayo ngayon, kailangan lang nating malaman itong katotohanan na to. Kailangan lang nating malaman yung truths, yung promise ni God, na ito, nakasad, the Lord will grant you abundant prosperity in the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, and the crops of your ground, in the land He swore to your forefathers to give you. Diba? And sa verse 12, the Lord will open heavens, the storehouse of His bounty. Kasaganahan niya to send rain on your land in season and to bless all the work of your hands. So, nabanggit na naman, lahat ng gagawin ng kamay natin, i-bless ni God. Send rain. You will lend to many nations but will borrow from none. Ito, sobrang personal din ito sa akin kasi before I knew these promises of God, talagang nabound din tayo sa utang. But hindi nga lang yung dito sa promise niya, you will lend to many nations but will borrow from none, di ba? Hindi ka lang makakabayad sa utang, magpapautang ka pa. Yun yung promise ni God. And verse 13, the Lord will make you the head, not the tail. If you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God, Lord God, that I give you this day and carefully follow them, you will always be at the top, never at the bottom. So, that's the promises of God written in Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 to 8. So, yun po yung sikreto kung bakit from nasa lowest point of my life, biglang suddenly napunta ka ngayon sa parang highest point of your life, and
And each day na lumilipas, it gets brighter, 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 and it's get better, better, better. So the secret lang po is knowing the promises of God. So these promises, sobrang nakatulong po niya sa buhay namin mag-asawa. Hindi lang sa amin, even sa family namin, naging naapektuhan din ng pagbabago na to because of knowing this. And if you are blessed then for knowing this promises of God, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and share and like in this video. So that's all guys about the promises of God. I hope na merong kayong na take away from this, and that's all. Thank you so much, and God bless us all. Thank you.